Tesla has recently topped Instagram as the fastest growing brand in the world, according to London-based company Brand Finance. This shouldn't be too surprising though. After all, they've positioned themselves well in some of the fastest growing and most popular industries like electric vehicles and sustainable energy and even space travel. And they're being led by an outspoken, media-savvy and polarizing leader, the one and only Elon Musk, who is basically a walking, talking marketing machine. So while their business growth may not be that surprising, what is shocking is Elon Musk and other Tesla insiders claim that Tesla does not do advertising. And yet, they've still managed to grow 64.9% just in the last year alone. So how did Elon Musk and Tesla become the fastest growing brand in the world without spending money on advertising? Well, the first thing you need to understand when unpacking Elon Musk and Tesla's claim that Tesla does not do advertising is really understanding that advertising does not equal marketing, but rather advertising is just one small part of marketing. And in Tesla's case, a very, very small, non-existent part. But that doesn't mean that Tesla doesn't do marketing, because they do. And they do a lot of it. You see, under the marketing umbrella, you also have a ton of other things like content marketing and social media marketing and public relations. Many more. All of these are marketing tools that Tesla uses, and all of them cost some kind of time or money or energy. For example, when Tesla launched their rocket into space and they sent along a Tesla Roadster for the ride, well, that was marketing. Marketing that just so happened to cost just under $100 million. Now, this little trip to space wasn't advertised, wasn't advertising at all, but it did include elements of content marketing and social media marketing and public relations. But when it comes to finding new and creative and innovative ways to get attention and to do marketing that isn't advertising, well, Tesla isn't alone. In fact, there's a number of other incredibly popular and well-known businesses that spend very little or nothing at all on advertising. Companies like Google, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Uber. All of these have built massive empires on the back of marketing, but not necessarily off of paid advertising. We'll take a look at what was at the core of their marketing strategies in just a second, but first, let's tackle and answer the question, what's wrong with advertising anyway? When it comes to launching a new brand, a new business, or a new company, the traditional way is to create something, spend a ton of money on advertising, and try to reach as many people as possible. When this is done right, and when it's paired with an actual good product or good service or good business, like we're going to talk about in just a second, well, this traditional approach can be quite effective. The problem is, rarely is this approach done right. And more often than not, advertising dollars and simply throwing money at the problem is spent instead of spending time on strategic thinking and creativity and problem solving and really getting to the core and the underlying principles of what's truly going to result in business growth. This is where the famous John Wanamaker quote comes in, which says, "Half the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half." And in today's day and age, that's simply unacceptable. Now, while there's a ton of places that advertising can go horribly wrong very quickly, a large portion of this waste simply comes down to optimizing for the wrong variables. These are things like spending money to try to get likes or comments or shares, or simply trying to reach as many people as possible, or try to improve metrics like brand recall, which is really just how many people remember you. These are fine, but at the end of the day, it's not how many people that remember you that matters. It's how many people buy from you. Marketing's job always has, and always should be, first and foremost, to make sales, period. If your marketing isn't making sales, not bringing in new revenue, not making you money, it's not working. And Tesla's marketing strategy is definitely working. So if Elon and the whole Tesla team aren't focused on advertising, what are they doing instead? First of all, Tesla has a great product, and they're obsessive about making their great product even better, and are obsessively focused on their customer, on their end consumer. Tesla customers love the brand, and they love the company, and they love the product. They talk about it, they write about it, and they tell everyone they know about just how great it is. But more on that in just a second. Plus, like another great brand who also spends little or no money on advertising, Apple, well, innovation is at the core of what they do, always trying to make it better and faster, more exciting. You see, some of the first principles of marketing are number one, to make a really great product, and then number two, to tell everyone about that product. The sad reality is that most businesses, most entrepreneurs, and most marketers, well, they often shortcut number one and go straight to number two, trying to get as much attention as possible. But this never works as well unless you focus on really creating that great product first. Next up, we have Elon Musk as an incredibly integral part to Tesla. You see, Tesla almost has a baked-in marketing aspect to it with Elon and his personality. Elon is also able to leverage his personal brand that he spent years building up before getting into Tesla. Because Elon Musk is so polarizing and so out there and so outspoken, well, it makes it really easy for him to get a ton of attention. And Elon Musk is synonymous with Tesla, just like Steve Jobs was synonymous with Apple, and just like Bill Gates was synonymous with Microsoft. Essentially, when one of these large personalities does something or says something or anything like that, well, there's kind of a two-part effect where the personal brand gets attention, but the business gets attention as well. Elon Musk going on the Joe Rogan podcast, that's marketing. Elon Musk being very polarizing and outspoken and not being afraid to share his opinions on Twitter, that's marketing. Elon knows this, and he's good at it. Another part of Tesla's marketing strategy is also to use influencers and early adopters in the tech and automotive space. These influencers in the tech field or in the automotive field or in electric vehicles or anything like that, well, they have a higher level of credibility and authority in their field and among their audience other than, say, just a generic celebrity. So Tesla works with these brand influencers who then become brand evangelists, who then go out and tell everyone and anyone about just how great Tesla really is. Next, we have values. Tesla and Elon Musk are unapologetic about their goals and their dreams and their desires for the future, for their brand, and for the world. They draw a line in the sand, and you're either with us or you're with them. Apple did this years ago, and they did it incredibly well with the Mac versus PC marketing campaign. Coca-Cola and Pepsi have been doing this for years. Do you remember the taste tests and the challenges? Fun fact, in a blind taste test, people actually preferred the taste of Pepsi over the taste of Coca-Cola. But at the end of the day, it's not about taste. It's about perception. And that all comes down to marketing, which is why Coca-Cola still wins. Anyway, Tesla is doing that now, but rather than taking on specific companies like Ford or Chevrolet or GM, they're taking on entire industries like the entire automotive industry, the entire energy industry, the entire space industry. This makes it easy for people to talk about, and because they back up all this talk with a good product, well, it only helps the company grow faster. Marketing is at the core of what Tesla does. They know it's important, and they do it well. This is why the next thing you're going to want to do is check out the video I have linked up right here on Introduction to Marketing. So make sure to check that out now, and I'll see you in the episode. Marketing helps people solve their problems by clearly defining and delivering solutions and really explaining the benefits of those solutions so they can get better results.